So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today, we're going to be going through the top 2 creatures that seem to be winning the Lost Island creature voting. They are battling it out so much and it is changing so fast every single day. There's only 3 days until we find out which is going to be the official creature out of these 2. We're going to be going through the dossiers, everything like that. It is so exciting. Now, if you guys are looking forward to seeing what Dino gets the #1 spot, smash that like button today. Let's try and go for over 600 to 700 likes on today's video. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get in with today's video. So yeah, we've done a few videos talking about Lost Island and the creature voting, but as it's getting closer and closer and votes are changing so much, I want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. So lots of different dinos have been getting like a lot of votes quite quickly, and I'd say the main few changes recently have been the flying squirrel, which now has recently only had like 500, and over like a space of a day it's gone up to 861. The Ceratosaurus has actually jumped up to 645. The bison's actually gone up a lot to 717, and also the dino that's gonna, well, the like sort of shoulder mount pet is going to be I think like picks up like high quality loot and stuff, is nearly at 700 votes. But the biggest, most crazy thing going on in the community right now is between the Dinopithecus and the or the Carc, because what I've been calling it. I know if I ever try and pronounce the full name, it's like Carcharodontosaurus or something like that. But yeah, and the battle has been going strong. But recently, the Dinopithecus, which is the giant prehistoric baboon, has been getting closer and closer. It has been changing so much. But the Carcharodontosaurus we'll go for was way ahead in the lead, but things have changed so much overnight, which sees the Dinopithecus now up to 4,040 votes, and the Carc will go for with 4,163 votes. We do not know what is going to happen within these next few days, but if I'm being honest with you guys, if you want to put a vote in that you haven't done already, it's probably worth putting it between these 2, because they're the most likely now. I can't see the others catching up, but it is crazy, and I still don't really know what I want to see. So the Dinopithecus is obviously a prehistoric giant baboon, and this obviously was submitted by Up From The Depths, this idea came in from, and the common name is Dinopithecus. This is the dossier, as you can see on the screen. It is a fan-made dossier, it isn't an official one, but obviously if it does come to the official game, it will get an official dossier. I would read this one to you, but I can barely read the writing here. I think we could zoom in or something. No, probably can't, but I can just read through some of the information about the Dinopithecus that we could be seeing in the game. So, the Dinopithecus is known for being the bane of most mid-survivors' experiences, I would have thought that would have been. Many early survivors who encounter these giant baboons are soon greeted with piercing teeth and sharp claws. These are also one of the island's most knowledgeable wildlife, to the point where it scares me. If the survivor is alone or is set down upon a small mount, the baboon won't hesitate to charge in and attack its opponent head on. However, if the survivor is on a slightly larger creature, let's say a trike, the Dinopithecus will start to get creative. When encountered with a slightly tougher opponent, the Dinopithecus will keep its distance from the target and chuck hard objects at it. Most of its shots land on the rider as soon as they learn that the animal is best to take, let's say that again. So, most of its shots land on the rider, and as soon as they learn that the animal is best to take out on its own with no one in command. That's pretty interesting there. Larger creatures such as the island's common Tyrannosaurus Rex causes the animal to flee, and if the survivor is dull enough to carry explosives on them, the baboon won't hesitate to steal that off the survivor's corpse as to use it for its own. So this creature sounds like it's going to be big and scary, but also very clever. Very similar to the raptors in a way, and it's going to look for creative ways to attack you, no matter what. Obviously, if you're on a Rex, the baboon will flee away, which sounds pretty cool, but still, you know, either way, like, it's gonna be annoying. Survivors brave enough to try and tame such a creature will find themselves rewarded with a very liable mount. One that can easily get through the harshest of terrains, defend itself easily, and defend itself on its own. I've heard a similar tribe who has been completely obsessed with apes and primitives on the island has tamed a small group of Dinopithecus, and turns out they're quite aggressive and dangerous in the wild. They have a bit of a soft spot when it comes to honey. Dropping honey near the beast will pacify it for a short amount of time, giving the tamer enough time to show the beast their most valued items, such as pickaxes, hatchets, and grenades. Sincerely, Helena Walker. Abilities: wall climbing, can climb up walls, cliffs, and similar to the Thylacoleo or the Deinonychus. Weight reduction, reduces the weight of wood and stone. That sounds awesome. Ziplining, can cross ziplines similar to the Gigantopithecus and Ravagers. Weapon carry, carries and utilizes weapons similar to the Mantis. Left click is bite, right click is throw rock, and will chuck grenades if it's in their inventory or feces as well. Bigger the dung, more effective it is. And a roar that may intimidate small animals, similar to the UT, optional though. Gun training. The Dinopithecus is a very smart and highly evolved primate. In the wild, they have observed survivors use various weapons, tools, and firearms. Once tamed, you have the option to go to a specific firearm. No tech, no snipers, pistols and shotguns, and the assault rifle. The gun training is permanent upon selecting the one you want to train your Dinopithecus to use. The Dinopithecus can wield the gun in its hand once ridden. Taming. As the Dinopithecus runs towards you, drop a piece of honey on the ground and it will quickly focus on it and sit down and eat the honey. This will induce a pacify effect on the animal, lasting about 3 minutes before the effect fades. If it fades, keep your distance as it chases you for 30 seconds. When pacified, you're safe to approach the animal. Similar to Gatchers, you drop tools and weapons in front of the animal for it to observe, and this will appease and interest the animal, causing taming effectiveness to go up, and eventually it will get tamed after some time. Favorite items: grenade and ascendant gear. Preferred kibble: superior. The saddle is a single seater, maybe can hold a passenger in its tail. Rider sits atop its back. The saddle gives the Dinopithecus a bandolier of grenades across its chest. So the appearance: the Dinopithecus would stand roughly 8 to 10 feet tall, which sounds pretty awesome. Its appearance should look like the mandrill, but with a long articulated tail, that of a spider monkey. Obviously, this is a bit of a picture of what it would look like in a very bigger way, but I mean, this sounds fantastic. And for me right now, I'm at that point where this idea is so brilliant. I'm not saying that obviously this is the one I want to come to the game. I'm saying that I am happy whatever one gets released out of this and what we're going to be going through now, the Carcharodontosaurus. So, let's get in with this, the shark-toothed slayer, and decide what sounds more awesome. So, basically, as the name implies, it is a shark-toothed lizard. It could be slightly stronger than the Rex due to its larger size, and it could get a hydrated buff and possibly be more adept at swimming and harvesting prime fish. It could possibly also be pretty good at harvesting fiber, giving it a unique trait or possibly a small platform saddle to prevent it being looked over. Another idea I had was the ability to produce keratin over time, passively due to its shark teeth. Maybe it could be worse at higher altitudes in the same manner as the Basilosaurus in the depths. And maybe it could spawn in the same places as the Spinosaurus and they would aggro upon each other due to similar food sources. So obviously, we'll scroll down and have a little picture at what let's look at that again, the Carcharodontosaurus looks like. So this is like a smaller picture, so it's not really the best one to look at, but there is a dossier here as well, and this is the dossier. This person says, seen this for years and I've wanted it in the game for a while. Shark teeth, which looks fantastic. There's even in this dossier, it looks like it's got Rex and Giga teeth as well in this. It looks like it's got big claws as well, and I'm sure it would be quite a fast mount as well, but some people are saying it's just a Giga, and I was meant to give a shout out actually to Reaper Overlord for this, because both Reaper Overlord and Up From The Depths have obviously got these ideas to number 1 and 2, which is an awesome thing to have. And a lot of good ideas in the comments, so you're going to put some here. Oh, you've actually put the pronunciation here. Call it a carc, which is what I always say, or the pronunciation is the Carcharodontosaurus. Okay, so Carcharodontosaurus. Wow, okay, that is a crazy name. So I've been getting it wrong the whole time. The bleed, due to its serrated shark teeth, is nice. Pickup, I never thought of. Those who call it the Giga clone were wrong though, which is okay. So it's apparently not anything like a Giga at all, and I don't think it was, because if you've ever seen any like YouTube videos on this and like documentaries, it is a little, well, quite a lot different. I forget to add the idea that I had when wandering. A tamed Carcharodontosaurus and a tamed Spinosaurus would begin to fight each other if they were close enough, meaning the only reason to pick one or build stables in the larger area. That's the difference between it and a human or a survivor, as you can see there. I don't know if there's any other photos to go through here as well. The perfect competition for the Giga. Of course, the Giga is bigger and has more life, but the Carc would be a similar, but with more damage and speed. Okay, so that would be cool, actually, and you could choose between, you know, obviously it'd fight the Giga, and you could choose what you would want, with something with more health and a little bit slower, or something with a little bit more damage, less health, but obviously it could be quite a close battle, I would say. I was going to see if there's any more photos when we scroll down, but I don't think there is. There's another one here, but it's pretty small. Being the real-life enemy to the Spinosaurus, this could be another tanky Rex-like dinosaur. As for its abilities, it could have the obvious bleed and as it has razor-sharp teeth in real life. But since it is a part of the brain, it has... But since the part of the brain it had swelling was quite large, indicating that it was good at sniffing, it could also have a smell ability where it does an animation and could reveal the location of players like the Parasaur. Not a bad idea there. Big shout out to Gordo there with that idea. So, the voting is coming in fast, guys. 3 days to go. Dinopithecus, Carc. What are we saying? Let's have a little look. If I then refresh this, the votes have even changed a little bit more just since we're doing that. The Carc has now gone up to 32%, whereas the Dinopithecus is in the lower 31%. What do you guys want? Get your votes in if you haven't already. It's getting close. I cannot wait. 3 days to go. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be back in my next video. See you guys then.